Pedestrians prohibited on landscape medians.
Oh. So does that mean every one of them have to move?
They are authorized to be here.
But that doesn't say...
By the chief of police.
That doesn't say that they're authorized.
We are conducting an operation here.
That doesn't
They're
say
working,
they're
they're
authorized.
working on behalf of the Aurora Police Department. They can be here. Just like the officers can be in the street. Okay?
You won't let me on that side of the road.
There's a little sign down there. You can go from down there. Go from that sidewalk, whatever you want to do.
What's up with the non-transparency here?
I'm being transparent.
None of these people here work for the police department directly.
They are vetted volunteers.
I know they're volunteers.
Right.
I understand they're volunteers. They are not police officers. The only thing they're doing is observing.
Sir,
which is what I want to do.
They've already, so they're working. They're keeping stats. They have assignments.
I have no idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
We only have
So that way, count how many cars we go through, how many people we've contacted. So they're working on behalf of the Aurora Police Department. It's vetted volunteers.
Yeah. So I have to move and they get to stay.
Yes.
So.
Thank you.
When did this come about that you guys can close the public sidewalk?
So last year there was an issue with volunteers getting harassed, as well as the motoring public. So for the safety of everybody.
Well, I was actually there when
there
that happened, and actually I was the one getting harassed, not the volunteers.
Okay. All right. Well, this is how we're handling it these days. So do me a favor. I'll walk you across the street if you want. We just close.
All right, I'll walk over here.
Okay. Alrighty.
If you want to walk me over so I don't have to go down to the light,
Yeah, absolutely.
that'd be fine.
Yep. I appreciate you. You've always been very respectful coming out here.
Yeah.
But
Let me get that statute again.
they're just ways of doing business, okay?
130.
134, 363, I think it was.
134. Aurora's?
Pedestrians prohibited on landscape medians.
Aurora?
Yeah, MTC 134-363.
Oh, hold on. 130.
So
134-363. 134-36.
it's actually a mandatory court appearance. The finance says. Okay. Answer other questions for you?
No, probably not.
Thank you for being cooperative.
Oops. Something happened there.
Here's that for you.
Thank you.
Yep.
34-363. Let me see here. Unlawful for any pedestrian crossing a roadway to walk upon or across any portion of the medium, which is landscape. I actually wasn't crossing the roadway. I actually should have. God damn it! Keep dropping my drink. Should have said something more about it. Question is do I want the ticket for it? Getting a little bit of light on there. Hang on a second, let me clean my lens. Little better, hang on. That'll work. get my microphone attached. This recording. Yeah.
Like I've never seen one of these before.
You never seen a checkpoint?
Yeah, no.
Really? They do
I was
them.
like, what is it?
They do them quite often in Aurora here.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Wow, I've never seen it. For sure, 20 years. Never seen it.
I come to them and record them. They don't like it, so they keep changing how they do them. This year, they decided that they're going to close the other sidewalk, so I can't be over there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then he's complaining that I'm in the middle of the road, but they can be there.
Right.
Yeah. So
You know, cops feel entitled.
do
so.
as they say, not as they do.
Right.
Is exactly what it is.
Yeah. Just go across the street, do what they ask. Cause,
I just looked up the law on it, and it said if I'm crossing the roadway, I can't be in there. But that isn't the case because I wasn't crossing the roadway.
Right. You're like, shoot.
I could go back out there, but I'd get a ticket for it anyway.
Yeah.
And I don't really need the ticket for it.
Right.
I can just file a complaint on it. Well, I think that'll do.
Said no reason to fight with them. Kind of just do as they say.
The reason they changed it is because last year when I was at one of them, I was quietly sitting recording, and one of their volunteers decided to start harassing me.
Really?
So his excuse was, oh, our volunteers are getting harassed. And it's like, no, I was there last year.
And
Your
I was
volunteer was harassing me.
Right.
So, Nick's Garden Center, yeah, Nick's Garden Center's right there. That's Nick's Garden Center right there.
Yeah. Do you post it on YouTube? Or?
It's live on YouTube right now.
Nice. Oh, wow.
Nick's Garden Center, almost to Evans, I think. Is that Evans clear down there?
Yeah. Yep, it sure is.
So about three blocks down is Evans?
Yes.
Yeah. So we're almost down to Evans. They change their locations every year, every time, I should say.
I was like, what is this? Mom was like, it's a DUI checkpoint. I was like, no, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, she was right.
How you doing? Pretty good. Alright, let's get my external microphone attached. Alright, external microphone's attached. Sound check. Let me one if I got good sound. One if we got good sound. Thank you. Thank you, Pepper Brooks. Keep in mind, guys, I need to raise about $15 in super chats to be able to get a payout for next month so that my YouTube pays out. We have their DUI point down there, and it's all taped off, all of it. I can't get anywhere near it, guys. Nowhere near it. They are making it so we can't get anywhere near them. They got the sidewalk closed. Oops. Sidewalk's closed down there. Clear down there. Sidewalk's closed right there.
Someone just got busted too.
Yeah. Yeah. They get lucky and get one or two of them.
Yeah.
That's about it, though. That's all they get is one or two.
Yeah.
They spend 4 hours out here easy, and maybe only get one or two. It's a big waste of money and time. but it makes people feel good. That's what it's all about. So they're out here enforcing feelings that we might catch somebody out here driving drunk.
Right, somebody.
Yeah. Hey, Sixth Estate, how you doing? So, all their volunteers are over there safe and protected now. So, apparently they've been harassed when that was never the case. They harassed me. But now they're closing the public sidewalks, closing that parking lot off over there, which I think might be technically illegal for them to do because a government operation opens it to the public. You know what I mean? So I can't even record field sobriety tests, the FSTs. I have to do it from a distance that I cannot observe. So they've gotten really bad this time where I can't even observe. I'll bet you they brought back the one guy that was harassing me last year. That might even be him right there. Well, according to them, they got the okay from the city to close the sidewalk. But I set up right there to start with. They didn't like that. They immediately came over to me and said they can't have a person in the raised median. I'm like, what about them people there? They're not cops. Of course, they're working for them, so they're allowed to be there. Or, and their transparency has gotten worse. They would happily ticket me for it, or take me to jail for it, by the way. How you doing, Gage? They would definitely, happily ticket me for it or take me to jail for it. Either or. They don't care. The sergeant, well, he's pretty decent on how he treats people. You know, that's a whole nother matter for it. What they're getting away with, I'm not liking. If those people can observe, I can observe. I shouldn't have to volunteer to the police department to be an observer. But my PayPal revenue is about $85 for the past almost 3 months. So I need another $15 in super chats in order to get paid for the 21st for next month. You love the food at Casa Bonita? Did you hit your head? Their food isn't meant to be good. That Casa Bonita food is not good. They sell it to you for the show. It was definitely never good food. Jail for using a public sidewalk. Yes, they would do it. Yeah. The jury might laugh at it, might not, but I don't want to waste my time at a... I love it. There went their light. There went their lights. That light just went out because of the car going over the cord. Jacked up their cord. You were really high. That would explain why you thought the food was good. So they won't let me get close. They might. That's how they might stay open, is if they improve the food. They got it working again. Damn. No, it's the light up their area. If you guys want to call, you can. Let me see here. East Montview. That might be the place. Headquarters, probably. Let me find their number for you. Non-emergency police number is 303-627-3100. If you wish to comment to them about not letting journalists get close enough to observe like they're volunteers. That's for their dispatch. Another number is 303-739-6000. They have a rating of 2.4 on Google. They have a mini station, and they have one down here, I'm sure. I'm sure there's one closer. But they are not allowing a journalist to observe their activities. Up close. So journalists are not allowed to observe, apparently, from where they can actually see something. Because that's where they do the field sobriety tests, clear over there in that parking lot where I can't see at. There's no way I can see down in there to see field sobriety tests taking place. And they wouldn't want an independent record of it, now would they? They're required to publish where their DUI stops are at, by the way, their checkpoints. But they only publish half of the information. So I don't believe they're even in compliance with the law, because the law says that they have to publish the location. And they publish South Chambers Road as the location without giving the exact location of it. So I think they're not in compliance with the law. We can hope a few more of them take out that cord for the light. By the way, I went through the checkpoint to park there. I pulled right into that parking lot, and then noticed all of their tape all over the place. So I pulled over to that side, went under the tape to get out of their taped off area, and then I cut through the edge of their tape because of I was trying to get to the sidewalk, and immediately had one on me telling me that the sidewalk's closed, that I can't be there, that I have to go down there to the sign. To that sign where it says it's closed off, where I can't see anything from. Public sidewalk, yes, it's the right of way. But apparently the city has given them permission to close it. And this side is even worse. You're talking about a half a block away where they got the sidewalk closed. So you can't get anywhere close to them to hear what they're saying at all. You can't observe any field sobriety tests. They're not happy about me stepping into the middle of the road. I should have read the thing before I moved over. It didn't say that you couldn't be there. It says you couldn't be there to cross the road. But I probably still would have moved because I didn't want them to ticket me for it. Well, thanks for trying, Rob. Somebody tell me if this is the same guy from a couple years ago. Or a year ago, whatever. That guy right there. What's up, Joe Cool? Tell me if that volunteer is the same guy. Reason why I think it might be the same guy is because of the lady sitting there at the chair and he's sitting next to her. They have a job, he says. What's his job? Holding down that piece of concrete. He's sitting there drinking Gatorade, talking to the other guy. He ain't doing work. I have to ask one of the lawyers about this. About them closing off everything so you can't observe. Yeah, they closed down the sidewalk on the other side. They got signs up saying sidewalk's closed. They won't let me over there. But yet they're sitting on that sidewalk on the other side and sitting in the middle, mind you. They won't let me stand in the middle right over there by the truck. And they won't let me on that sidewalk on the other side. They won't let me anywhere near their field sobriety test area. Yeah, I think they do have a turnout up there. When I came down the road, I saw the sign way up there, and I think at that other light up there, I think you can turn off. But I didn't see if there was any officers in wait down there. But I'm not sure that their sign is in compliance with it, announcing a DUI either. I'd have to look up the DUI laws again to see if that sign is in compliance with announcing that it's a DUI checkpoint. Yeah, Mile High Guy, definitely. Do some surveillance to see how many people get pulled over for doing the turnout. It's a ways down there, so I don't know that I'd really want to do that. If I had to guess, their announcement for the DUI checkpoint's too far away. Just a checkpoint for DUI. Yep. Pretty much. Sums it up. Their light's flickering every time somebody runs over the cord. Their light's gonna end up going out again. Nobody's gonna donate, really? I drove across town for this. That's a lot in gas. Just in gas. Which I don't have much of in my Jeep. See how hard this guy's at work right here, sitting in the middle, that I can't go to. They all got jobs, he says. That one's holding down the pavement. Live chat, see if I'm missing anything. Just message you on your channel. I think DMA, or yeah, DMA was saying something about it. Mile High Guy. Your last day on the job was Thursday. Oh man. You retired. Let's see if they got a FST going. Let me move you guys over here. I think they might have an FST going. But no, they don't. But as you can see, I can't observe from here at all. We got an officer smoking over there. But I can't observe anything from this distance. Yeah, they got tape over there. They got the sidewalk closed. They won't let me anywhere near it, anywhere close to it. There's their van. I'll just sit back this ways a little bit. I'm definitely not a happy camper with this situation here for not being able to observe. They got a guy in handcuffs right there. That man over there is in handcuffs. They've now made it illegal to observe them up close enough to actually see anything. It's called prior restraint. Did they kick me out? Oh, hell yeah, they kicked me out. But this is called prior restraint. Closing the sidewalk, making it so nobody can get close enough to observe anything. Where's the guy still in handcuffs? He's down there somewhere. He's behind that tree. He's right there in the t-shirt in front of the cop. That's the guy that they have in handcuffs. Sixth Estate, thank you. Down to about needing about $10 more before they'll cut a check for next month. Oh yeah, congrats for Liberty Freak. You guys watched the Supreme Court one I put up, the oral argument. It was audio only, so I added video of something that I didn't mind taking out the audio of because it would have drove you nuts watching that video. No, that's the parking lot for the Knicks gardening center. You listen to it? Cool, Joe. There's some good arguments in there. I would have added the argument of something else, but they were arguing constitutional, not state laws. You know, when the judge said he didn't have any notice, technically he did have notice. There he goes. They're walking him off. He did have notice that what he was doing was wrong under Colorado law alone. But yeah, it was good to hear that Liberty won the court case for Denver. Just gotta wait for the next one. These crybabies here don't want anybody observing. But this is definitely a case of prior restraint. All we can do is wait for the next one, I guess. Maybe catch some FSTs. I just can't see it from here. This cell phone can't zoom in enough to observe it. Don't know what's going on over there. I'm parked right over there. Or I should be parked over there. I don't think they hooked up a tow truck to my Jeep. I might have to look. Let me walk to my left a little bit and check. Make sure they didn't hook one up to it. Couldn't even tell. It's too dark over there for me to see if my own vehicle's there or not. Wouldn't put it past them to hook up a tow truck to it. In the road. On the road. There you go. Yes. Hey. This could be a long, boring night. Traffic's already slowing down here, or not much traffic is actually coming through. There you go, hard at work, right? Hard at work. That's right, our tax dollars standing around. We got another one, guys. We got a guy that just got taken out of the car. They're taking his car into the parking lot there. I still can't see enough to tell anything if the guy's sober or not. I think it was being sarcastic, Eric. Ismail, how you doing? light a sparkle. I can't see his line here. I gotta move over some more. Well, he's in the step and turn position right now. But he's already going, which means they might fail him if they didn't tell him to go yet. He didn't do his turn correctly, and he didn't come back yet. His hands are pretty much down on his side. Next will be the balance test. 1 foot in the air. And hold it for about 20 seconds. And see how much he wobbles during it. Yes, smile high guy. That's a fact. My lighting on my camera keeps changing, I wonder why. If he's already done the balance test, I didn't see it. In other words, he didn't wobble. Drive around the checkpoints, yeah. Well, happy hippie, how you doing? No, he doesn't appear to be drunk. Why does that light keep changing on my screen? That's annoying. It's probably because of the distance. I'm zoomed all the way in on this. So it's getting pixelated for one. And the light gets affected probably by passing vehicles. There goes the handcuffs. Now they're gonna have them do the blow or the blood test. We're just north of Evans on South Chambers Road in Aurora, Colorado. So we got 3 of them standing around over there at the truck. We got another 5 of them standing around right there at this truck. Well, sort of near this truck. They're just standing around doing nothing. Yes, they're stopping everybody. Everybody's getting stopped. Probably no. So he goes into the truck there. So how many officers do we got standing around over there now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of them. 11 officers standing over there. There's the sergeant right there. 11 officers. Well, they might not all be officers. The lady in the jeans, I would say, is not. And the guy in the khakis is probably not, but you never know. They could be detectives or something, pulling some overtime, right? It is a complete waste of tax money. They'd be better off driving around looking for people that are drunk than bringing them to a checkpoint. Well, Mile High, that's debatable. They might pull you over for not talking to them, supposedly. But you do have the right to remain silent. You do not have to answer the questions. And technically, I would suppose that you don't have to have your window open either. We're north of Violet by a bit. Let me bring it up on the maps here. I think DJ wants to come down and play with them. DJ, they have the sidewalk on the other side of the road closed. Middle of the street closed. I can't get anywhere close, so I can't observe effectively. So, Elephant Chambers, basically, yeah. Well, Evans. I'm at Evans. Evans and see, Lilith is down a little bit further. Evans is this corner right here. Pretty long line at this point. Most of them are in the left lane, I think. Yeah, they are. Most of them are. Okay, Eric. Thanks for stopping by. By the way, the guy that they put into that truck over there, if he had picked blood, they'd still be taking him in for suspected DUI. Breath? It depends. He could pass a breath, and then they'd say they want blood. Like they did to that one guy. When you're suspected of alcohol, you have the choice of breath or blood. When you're suspected of drugs, you don't get a choice. You have to do blood. I think. Do they have another one? Is this lady? Another one? Maybe not. I didn't see him pulling in a car. No, she's got a vest on. I'm that far away that I can't see that she has a vest on. It's like 100 feet across the road here or some crap. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, at least 70 feet wide for the road. No, it's not Pepper Brooks. It's a Samsung S21. I can't be on that side of the street, out on the sidewalk over there. I mean, I could technically, right there where they have the sidewalk closed sign, I can be over there. But that's still not close enough to observe the field sobriety tests. So they are engaged in prior restraint by doing this. We got another vehicle here, or is that a cop car? That's a cop car. Still standing around though, just like everybody else. When I pulled into that parking lot, I don't think there's another exit to it, by the way. So I think I might be stuck in it until they're done. Should have brought my chair out here too. I can still go get it, I guess. Yeah. Yep, notably Nova. Standing around is a common denominator. You wouldn't want to be in a car driving around looking for people drunk. No, that's too hard. Way too hard. And also looking for other crime at the same time. You know, that's really difficult. Responding to calls, yeah, we wouldn't want to do that. Alright, what do we got going on with this vehicle way back there? I can't tell what kind of vehicle it is. There. Probably just one of their vehicles blocking the left lane. Get him, Fido. You want my window open? Deal with my dog trying to bite you, right? All weekend thing? They haven't published it for all weekend. They just published it for tonight. Now I wonder what they do when you're walking southbound on that side of the street and you can't cross there and the sidewalk's closed. I wonder what they tell you then. You know what I mean? When you get to that spot and the sidewalk's closed And you can't cross the street legally. Maybe DJ should come down walking down that side of the street and find out. Look up the DUI law, notice of things. Yeah. Let me see here. Alright, let's look at this one. This one's the state of Colorado's. Let's see, it's Colorado Department of Transportation. It's not opening very quick here. Government site apparently don't operate very quick. That's a PDF. That's why it's a PDF. Checkpoint manual. Just once. Let's take a look and see what the manual says here. Alright, impaired driving and impaired related crashes constitute one of the nation's leading health problems. No, it doesn't. Guidelines. There we go. These guidelines suggest and describe operational procedures that police administrators may want to consider in order to ensure that sobriety checkpoints are used legally, effectively, and safely. Ongoing program to deter judicial support, existing departmental policy, site selection, special warning devices, visible police authority, chemical testing logistics, contingency planning, detection and investigation techniques, operational briefings, comprehensive public information and education programs, data collection and evaluation. So there's a lot to go over here. purpose of the checkpoints is to maximize the deterrent effect and increase the perception of risk of apprehension to motorists who would operate a vehicle while impaired by alcohol or other drugs. The use of checkpoints alone will not maintain the perception of risk essential to an effective general deterrence program. Before using sobriety checkpoints, agency must have specifically established procedures outlining how the checkpoints are to be conducted. The courts have been very clear in requiring advanced planning of the sobriety checkpoint. Failure to do so has been used as evidence that the checkpoint techniques involved unfettered discretion. Policy should also assure that the checkpoints are conducted with minimal amount of intrusion of motor inconvenience. Site selection. Okay. Department should do things like pull their vehicles out. Once the jurisdiction is decided in the possible locations, effect on traffic flow can be determined. This will suggest if all vehicles can be examined without causing a traffic buildup. We've seen a couple of traffic buildups. If the traffic volume precludes stopping every vehicle, a non-discretionary scheme should be adopted in advance for stopping some subset of vehicles. In Delaware versus Prowse, the United States Supreme Court indicated that stopping all cars would be acceptable method of conducting spot checks. In a concurring opinion, Justice Blackmun, we got a lot of yelling going on over there. Got a lot of yelling at that car. Or he's just talking really loud. This guy's good on the what for? Well, they're letting him go. They let him go. He was giving them the what for though. It's not saying what the sign requirements are. Mm, gonna have to get the department's policies, I think, because this guideline thing doesn't give me any of the laws. No actual laws on it. That sucks. That really sucks. I can't find the stuff I need. Let's see here. See if this one has anything. It refers to the CDOT guidelines, but it doesn't state the laws. Yeah, it's not giving me the stuff I want from the thing. I can't find it on my phone right now to find the actual laws about how far the signs are supposed to be for notice, and if there's supposed to be a sign up saying, what the hell? That one just blew through it. He's like, screw this, and blew through it. So that one blew right through, and nothing's happening to him yet. Here he goes. He's gonna stop him, of course. Surprised he doesn't already have his lights flashing. So there's gonna be a stop down there. Down there on Iliff to the east side, they're going to have him stopped over there. As soon as he comes around that corner, they're going to flip on their lights and stop him. So I won't even see that one. Now another person can blow through it and they wouldn't have another chase car. The other guy was a decoy, right? Look at this. We got a police car coming through with no headlights on. 0 headlights. He's got parking lights on. Right there. No headlights. No headlights. He's still driving down the road with no headlights. Oh, he turned them on finally. And he's gunning it without turning on any lights to indicate that he's responding to anything. And I think he's going to be taking a left to follow the other one. So now we have no cars out here to chase any other cars that blow through here. Yeah, see, he got impatient. He turned on his lights. So the other stops around the corner there. So now the chase vehicles are gone. The vehicle sitting there is not a chase vehicle. So the one down there and the one here at the van are gone. Is anybody else blowing through? Well, they can't be chased because there's nobody here to chase them. That might have been an interesting one to record. The one that went around the corner down there. But it's too far away for me to get there. So like I said, I think I'm trapped in their parking lot because I think that they have the only entrance here is now taped off where I can't come back through. And I have to wait for them to be done with their DUI checkpoint to leave. They can't be doing this? Well, they're doing it. Yes, they have. They've caught 2 people so far that I know of. The other guy's still in the van over there. They haven't brought him out in cuffs, but they will. They'll bring him out in cuffs and take him around the back, put him in a patrol car and leave with him and tow off his vehicle. Yes, I'm in Aurora, Colorado. What's up, Madar? Yes, I've met up with Denver Metro. Probably meet up with him again on Monday for an out of the Mile High guys barbecue. 3 more cars coming in. That car don't want to approach. That one's like, hell no. By the way, if you want to drive through a DUI checkpoint, get some fart spray to hold in your left hand so when you're talking to them, you can spray some of it so they get a nice whiff of it. I'm sure that they'll enjoy it. Skunk? If you got a pet skunk, well, sure, that'll work too. Another police car might be leaving. Probably has the last guy in the back of it that they're taking to the station. I didn't see him walking him over though, but I'll bet that they do have him in there. Because yeah, he's leaving. And it's, of course, dark in the back of them cruisers, so you can't see if there's anybody in it. But I would bet on it. Got a headlight out. I wonder if they'll say anything to him. See, that's where they're better off just driving around. It's like, oh, he's got a headlight out. We'll pull him over for it and give him a ticket. He doesn't get a ticket for this, though. Run! Run, Forrest, run! Yeah. We're supposed to be out here till 3 a.m. Any bets they pull out early again? They're just sitting around over there by their truck. And over by that truck. Whole lot of sitting around. Training the rookies. Sitting there? They're training them how to sit on their butts? Is that what they're doing? That stop around the corner is taking a long time. Simple tasks. Yeah. They're pulling this guy out. They're doing an FST right on the spot? What the fuck? What the fuck is going on? Why are they doing an FST on the spot? In traffic. Look at that. You can see him doing the finger thing. Watch my finger. Hang on, I need a better view of this. In traffic. In a traffic lane. Cars piling up behind them. And they're doing the FST right there on the spot. That's not safe. He's got 2 cars behind him. Why are they in his car? There's a cop literally in this guy's car. I let him back in. They're letting him go. But I want to know what the hell they were doing. Doing an FST right in the street. Got a lot of cops down there at the corner thing down there. That's another parking lot, by the way, right there. It's not a street, it's actually a parking lot. Here comes the chase car back. I haven't seen the other one, So they might have arrested the guy. Now he's parking farther forward, so I can't see over there. Oh, man. I have to move around to see anything. More cars going north than there is south. Yep. Oh yeah, it's easy money for them. Standing around. Standing around. Standing around. Sitting around. Sitting and standing around. Pretty easy for them. Bus coming. They're not checking the bus driver. I think they just broke the law by not checking every vehicle coming through. What do you guys think? If they're stopping every vehicle, but they just let one through, they just broke the law. What's your opinion on that, guys? If they're saying they're stopping every vehicle and then they don't stop every vehicle. Comes their other chase vehicle, it looks like. Maybe. Yeah, it is. He's going to be turning around down there. Mile High Truth, what's happening? They wouldn't make money off of it. They can't just assume that the driver's sober. They can't assume any driver is sober. If they're set out to stop every vehicle and check them, and then they failed to check them, they're not running it correctly. Just because it says RTD on it doesn't mean that they don't drink either. Yeah, assumptions can't be assumed. That's a fact. They cannot just assume because they're an RTD driver that they're sober. Doesn't look like a whole lot of excitement out here though, does it? How much money's being wasted out here for this, you guys? They're sitting in there watching TV or something. As I said earlier, they all have a job, but obviously they're not doing their job anymore.
You see that?
Huh?
I didn't see that.
I don't have that many, I'm sorry. He could have walked behind me, but he had to walk in front of my camera. Wasn't paying attention if he was walking down the opposite side of the street earlier and they walked him across or some crap. For having a job to do, they're certainly not doing anything for their job right now. All these volunteers, see, they're putting up their chairs. I think they're giving up already. That's the sergeant. The one that says each one of them has a job to do over there. And that I can't be in the middle there, even though I wasn't crossing the street. He's polite enough, but he was wrong. He would have ticketed for me anyway, or to me, would have ticketed me anyways, regardless if he was wrong. Oh look, box of donuts. Imagine that. not enough cars coming through anymore. Here comes 2 cars. Everybody's going northbound. Hardly anybody's coming southbound. We got a 3rd car coming too. Yeah, if they don't want to advertise the exact location of it themselves, somebody's got to tell people, right? And here comes another car coming south. Took long enough to get here, didn't it? Back up a little bit, a guy on a bicycle's coming. Get out of his way. Another car clear out in the distance coming. I think they're already thinking about calling it. Not enough cars now. Let me see if they're picking up things around the trailer over there. They're not really picking up things at the trailer yet. On the one where they do the breath and the blood. So they aren't calling it yet. There's a cop. I didn't stop him. Can't assume an Aurora cop is sober. He pulled into the lot though. You can see the checkpoint a long ways off with the flashing lights. I was like, I don't know, a mile away when I spotted it. At least a mile. So you definitely know they're down here. And there was lots of turnoffs before you get close enough where there is no more. I think this truck not having any lights on it is a violation as well. A truck on the road in a traffic lane with no lights on. I would believe that they'd have to have emergency lights. Oh look, they got cones in their hand. They're definitely thinking about calling it already. Stacks of cones. They're definitely wanting to get out of here already. Anyone bet that they're still going to get paid till the 3 a.m. time? Oh look, a cop with a box of donut in his hands. Whole box of donuts in a cop's hands. Imagine that, guys. Where'd he go with the donuts? He's behind the thing. There's stuff in his face with donuts right now. Behind the generator. Just stuff in his face with the donuts. Yeah, that truck needs to have the lights on, turned on it. It's a safety hazard. Oh, he can look all he wants. He's YouTube famous now. Donut Cop. He had a whole box of them, so he's going to be there a while stuffing his face. Comes some more cars. 3 of them. One of them might be a cop car. No, it's not a cop car. Fourth car coming down. Still really slow. So he's still stuffing his face over there. Still chewing. Oh no, his thing fell. Oh no. His box of donuts must be on the top of that generator. What fell though? Was it his donuts? Go ask for one. Yeah, right. Alright, let's see how many more he stuffs into his face. Some more cars stuff. There he goes, chewing away. Isn't it odd that they needed 20 volunteers to start with? And they're all got a job? And then all of a sudden there's only 4 of them? Actually, there's 6 there. We got cars going really slow, not wanting to approach again. He's still stuffing his face over there. Yeah, they don't do anything. Cop was only cops-plaining of why, you know, they're allowed in the road over there. Because they have a job. That's what I'm making fun of. Oh, somebody noticed. Now they're picking up clipboards, trying to look important. Somebody's watching the stream. All of a sudden, those pads became important. The clipboards. They ask you if you've had any alcoholic drinks. I drove through it to pull into the lot there. They just simply ask if you've had any alcoholic drinks. Although he did ask me about my body camera. I'm like, well, I'm pulling in here to record you guys. He's like, oh. Because he wanted to know why I had a body camera like his on. Alright. Does he have his box of donuts with him to hand them out to other people finally? No, it doesn't look like a box. I think he ate them all. I think he's got a napkin to wipe off the jelly off of his uniform now. Oh, it's all about deterrence. Yeah, right. This doesn't deter people. So now that they have half their cones pulled up, how long is it going to take them to pull the other half? Oh yes, they are zombie. They're definitely aware. That sergeant over there knows exactly who I am. So what happens when a actual drunk comes through and has an accident here because of this? Would their reasoning be that it would have been an accident regardless of where they were because they were drunk, and therefore it wasn't a safety hazard that everybody has to stop here, as compared to a red light where you're there for, you know, not very long? What do you think their reasoning would be? How many dollars are wasted here? Tens of thousands. This operation is over 10,000, maybe more. I mean, how many officers are actually on site? How many are getting paid overtime to be here? Because this is special duty. This isn't their normal thing. Yeah, Goofy. I'm waiting to see somebody come plowing through all of these guys like they did at Johnny 5-0's stream. The guy blew through it, hitting I don't know how many things. A few more vehicles coming, about 4 of them, spread out pretty good. Oh, there's a bunch more coming down now. Picking up a little bit. You think they pointed at me? I wasn't looking that way, I was looking up the street. There's the guy over there on the left pulling up my live stream. I'm watching it. He's got his phone out, it looks like. He's a volunteer though. Guy in the bike coming back. Wonder what would happen if all the street racers came down through here, like a couple hundred of them. Had this thing backed up all the way back. I really wonder what would happen. Scooter club, all popping wheelies. How about the moped club? Can't make it over the speed bump. Their little thing in the road protecting their cord, they wouldn't be able to get over the thing without crashing their mopeds. That would be kind of funny. It is getting a little bit chillier out here, by the way. breeze coming in and feel the cooler air coming in with it. He's got the door open on this guy. Window must not work, right? What, he wants to push the button to see that it doesn't work? Is that what he's doing? Anybody even talk to them? That white car that just passed? Not the one that stopped now, the one right before it. I don't know that anybody talked to him. Quite a few more cars coming down. One just turned off into the parking lot over here, and it's not a street. Maybe two of them. Let's see what happens over here. That can get interesting too. But they pulled off before the DUI checkpoint, and it's only a business parking lot, so they have no way out. They can't go out of that parking lot and take a left, I don't think, to get out and go back north. There's two officers back there at least. Well, at least one officer. But that's a business parking lot over there that the cars had pulled into, I think. So that'll be interesting. See what goes on with that. No tail lights, no nothing. See, that's the stuff that they need to stop. He has zero tail lights on that vehicle whatsoever. He has no bed on that truck whatsoever. You can't even see him in that right lane other than his front headlights. That's the stuff you get pulled over for. That's dangerous. But no, they're standing here eating donuts as it goes by. One with one tail light. It's always planned, so if you turn off early, you are committed. Yeah. Alright, I see movement from the cars over there. So let's see what happens now. The only way, unless they switch drivers or something, the only way out is heading south from there, I think. See, they have the cars that are blocking off the turn where you can't exit and go north. least I think they do. Oh, he's still gonna do it. And the cop's flashing his lights. They're gonna stop both of those cars. Now another one's pulling into that parking lot. Gee, look at all the cars pulling in that parking lot and turning around. That makes 3, 4. 4 of them that turned around from that DUI checkpoint. Four cars turning around from the DUI checkpoint. They're not going after any of them. That's amazing. Here comes another one that was in that parking lot. That's kind of odd that you wouldn't go after a single car that's avoiding your DUI checkpoint. That one keeps flashing his brights. The cop. Let's blind the guy. Right? That guy still stuffing his face over here somewhere? No, probably not. Where'd our donut cop go to anyway? Now there's no cars coming. Oh, I know how they're able to turn there now. It's because they pulled all the cones up over there. They were thinking about getting out of here early, so they took all the cones out right there. That's why they can turn there. And there ain't a thing that they can do about it now, because they pulled up the cones. They had it all coned off earlier. Now it's not. That one car coming. Yeah, they messed up. So now they can't really go after them because they're not avoiding it if it's not blocked off. So it's their own fault that that was left like that. One car way up at the top of the hill coming. This is really slow tonight for this, but I'm not surprised. That one looks like he's wanting to turn right. But he didn't. He'll make it all the way down here. Nobody else is going to donate tonight, it doesn't look like. Not even enough to cover my gas to come down here. Kind of, sort of is an app. Waze navigation and live traffic probably has this on there. I don't have it installed on here. Does anybody have Waze on their thing that they can look it up? Chrysler minivan, it's like. Might be a Chrysler, might be another one. Whole lot of nobody getting pulled out. Here comes another RTD bus behind a couple cars. These two cars are in the left lane and the bus is in the right lane, I think. Oh, of course the bus would be in the right lane. Trying to tell if the other car... Oh, they're all in the right lane. This one's in the left lane. By the way, this is how people get out of DUIs when they say that they weren't checking every driver when they said that they were. If they wave this RTD driver through, that means they didn't check every driver. And they just waved them through. So their policy is not fair. That is exactly how you get out of a DUI. Is when they've implied a rule that says they're stopping every driver, but then they fail to do so. So the people that have got a DUI here tonight could actually use that in court and possibly get out of the DUI. Just a slight error on procedure, right? Everybody's just still standing around back there. Wonder if they're trying to clean it up yet. No cars coming. Been rather slow. James Mack, how you doing? Adam, what's up? Where am I? Where's this at? This is near Iliff and Chambers. I am 2 or 3 blocks north of Iliff on Chambers, on South Chambers in Aurora, Colorado. We good by here? You can drive through it a dozen or so times and give them crap. Like have a box of donuts next to you or something. Start screaming, "You can't have my donuts." Comes one car. Definitely a lot more going north. Oh yeah, Adam. They loved it. Kind of strange that there hasn't been a DUI in some time now. A suspected DUI. Maybe that's why they don't want journalists to record their checkpoints. They find things wrong with their checkpoints, which makes them illegal. Another volunteer is calling it quits. But he has a job, and here comes a car. How's Eric doing? I haven't talked to Eric in a while, so I don't know. I'm sure he's doing fine. They would have told me if he wasn't. She's got the clipboard now. Oh no. So we got 2 people with clipboards out here. And 3 volunteers playing pocket pool. I think he's coming out to say they're calling it. Let's see what happens. Other volunteer going to be walking away maybe. So now we got 1 volunteer with the clipboard and that's it? Really? But they all have jobs. That one's got his phone out, it looks like. Uh-oh. My body camera is telling me the battery's low. Or something. It's a beeping. I'll have to shut it off and figure it out. Maybe it filled it up. I don't know. Battery was low or something, or it filled up. I've been streaming for close to 3 hours. The thing should last more than 3 hours. It's supposed to last like 11 hours or something like that. Maybe look and see if there's any movement over there by their truck. They're packing up yet. No movement over there yet. All the major traffic was earlier. Time is it here? 1:36. Any bets they want to call it at around 2 instead of staying out till 3? Even Twitter's been slow. Am I going to start going out more? I'd like to. Zoom in the camera. Where do you want me to zoom into? These guys? If I can afford the gas, I'll go out. So far I haven't even made enough to pay for tonight's gas. So you can see how fast that adds up when I can't even make enough to pay for my gas to come out here to a DUI traffic stop or DUI checkpoint. So it costs me more money. It's getting to be costly. Temperature's down to 59 degrees out here. Still fairly pleasant, but it's cooling off. Two cars coming, 3 cars coming. I'm on Twitter, but I don't put a lot on Twitter. I use it to follow all of the stuff that's going on for the police departments and sheriffs and whatnot, or accidents and incidences. I don't post a whole lot of stuff onto it. I meant to say you lost a lot of followers. Yeah. I mean, I comment on things that I see on there, but, you know, I don't make my own stuff for the most of it. You can say I don't use Twitter effectively. One more car coming. Oh yeah, it is quite a bit different, James. Can't stream on Twitter for hours, can you? I don't know if you can or can't. I don't think you can. I think Twitter's for shorter stuff, ain't it? And stories and talking. That driver looks dog drunk. Twitter's what? Worse than YouTube about unfollowing? Yeah. A few more cars coming, this one and another one coming down the road still. Twitter's changed. Yeah, I heard that it's changed some. Nobody's coming. Northbound there is, not southbound. Nearly half. Are you sure it isn't all of them? I mean, who would really follow Biden on Twitter? Other than, well, I guess there would be some Democrats that would follow him. No, James, they didn't. I'm aware of 2, but only 2. They're bringing in more cones, by the way. An officer is coming down the middle with a stack of cones. You'll see him here in a moment. So they're picking up more cones. They're definitely thinking about getting out of here too. They're not going to last out here till 3, and they're going to get paid till 3. He's got a wave. He's probably watching the stream from down the street. The cone head, yes, he's the cone head. He's got a different uniform on. He's not a cop, I don't think. He don't have a gun on either. He's probably a cadet going through police training, maybe? I don't think he's EMS. I don't see an ambulance out here. Oh, vaping's worse. I tried vaping. Couldn't stand it. Made me cough bad. There was something in the air the other night that really made me cough. Made my sinuses drain, I should say, then made me cough. My sinuses are screwed. This guy's just gonna drive up the street in multiple lanes with his brights on. Guy's all over the road. The one that's going north there, he's all over the road. In the right lane, in the middle lane, in the right lane, in the middle lane. He's all over the road. Got one car coming, but look at all of them over here now. Big powwow. Big powwow about getting out of here, it looks like. What do you guys think? I think he's calling it. And he's a liar. Not a car in sight coming south. Way slow. Lots of cars going north. Well, we got one or two coming south now. We also have a powwow going on down there. So we got two cars coming south right there. Yeah, it's a cell phone camera. What the hell's he honking for? It's a Samsung S21. They're going to be interested in this guy that honked. They're definitely going to be interested in him. It's like Why are you honking at the guy for stopping because of a traffic stop? Oh, he has some heavily tinted windows. I think his front windshield's tinted. They're not real close to the window though, to smell if they have alcohol on their breath. But I think his front windshield's tinted. Huh, another one. Cop tint. Maybe it was a cop. Few cars straggling in, that's about it. Another one coming here. After this one, none for a while. More cones being brought in. Another cadet guy bringing in cones. Small stack of them. Looks like he's struggling with them. Oh, come on. There we go. That kid's struggling with the cones. I'll bet that truck out there in the middle is required to have lights on it going while it's in the middle of the street like that. That doesn't have any going, of course. I'm going to take a quick glance to the left and see if they're cleaning up on the van or the truck over there yet. Like volunteers have put away their chairs from over there by the truck. They're definitely going to be calling it soon. This is the prime time for the DUIs too. Bars closing. It's just a move. Porter Farmer, how you doing? It's just a move. Or let's get your name out. Oh, yeah. For Twitter. Yeah. It's 1:55. Let's see what happens in the next 5 minutes. They keep having these little powwows and they keep bringing in more cones. And they start putting away chairs. I'll know for sure. Oh, he's got his clipboard. Oh no, but there's nothing on the clipboard. No paper. Nothing. Oh, he's opening it. Okay. That's to sign a sheet that said he was standing here for the last couple hours doing nothing. Here comes one car. That one headlight, no tail lights, driving north. 0 tail lights at all, and only one front headlight. You'd think there'd be some officers around here that could actually patrol the streets and find things like that, right? Put on a show, yeah. They're putting up chairs. They're going to be calling it. Like I said, they don't want to be out of here till 3 a.m. Look at them getting them chairs put away. Hauling them away. Packing up all his stuff. Waiting for the car to go by so he can cross the street. That's what the clipboard was for, those for them to sign to say that they were here. It's not to mark that there was a car that came through. Got 2 cars coming. Trucks. More activity. They're definitely wanting to pack this stuff up. Pulling cones. The one car is now blocking the road down there. They're calling it. 2 o'clock on the dot, like clockwork. They say they're here till 3. That's not what happened. comes cars coming southbound, but they're not going to be stopped because they pulled all the cones and they're pulling the lighting and everything. Oh, now he's got the lights on the truck going. Now that he's moving. Started up and moving. These guys are very predictable. That don't sound too good. And they're getting them cones up quickly. It's time to move back over to this other side. Since they aren't going to be stopping any more cars. I'd like to call that sergeant a liar to his face. I doubt that he'll come over to me. They'd probably still give me crap for going past the sidewalks closed sign. There must be another way out of that parking lot because it's mostly empty now. They must have been scooting out the backside. Where is my Jeep? What the hell? That's got to be my Jeep over there. I'd be a little upset if my Jeep was gone. Let me get across the street here. Okay. Tape's down. There's my Jeep, so I didn't tow it. That's a good thing. Just couldn't tow it from the distance. Now that the tape's down, They're gonna have that stuff out of the road real quick. They'll be ready to go out of here in 5 minutes probably. I think that's a sergeant right over there. I'll have to go and talk with him. Wait for him to come over this ways though. Is that our donut cup right there? Might be our donut cup. Getting that truck out of the way. Looks like they got all of their cones up already. And all their stuff off the street over there, except for the generator and whatnot. You can always count on Aurora to lie to people, I guess, when they say they're going to be out here till 3 a.m. and they're not. Sure, the sergeant's over there putting the light up for the generator and all that stuff, bringing it down, getting it ready to haul out.
How you doing?
All right, how you doing? Feel safer with them on duty. They've been on duty the whole time. The whole time. That's our donut cup right there. There's the sergeant right there. I knew he's around here somewhere. Sarcasm. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you for your help.
Hey, Sergeant. Sergeant, I looked up your statute.
Okay.
It wouldn't have applied to me.
Yeah, what if?
Actually, it says when you're crossing the street. I wasn't crossing the street, so it wouldn't have applied. I know you still would have ticketed me for it, though. He's like, yeah, it would have. The wording does make the difference. He has nothing to say to me about it, though. Nothing at all. I know he would have ticketed me for it even if it didn't apply. Just because. Doesn't matter what the word said in there. It's time to get out of here, though. They're all bolting out of here, and then they'll start harassing me for being in here still. I think the back way is out that way. Get out of here. Alright, guys. They're all getting ready to convoy out of here. I am going to call it myself. Not going to stay live. I got a long drive back home. Thank you guys for joining. And we shall catch you guys on the next one. If I can afford it. Not going to have any gas when I get home. Yep.